Why is it always you, Tech? It's always him.
You play the victim a lot. What scenario did I play the victim in versus what scenario was I a victim in?
Okay, you played the victim during the Atsu drama 3 years ago when you blamed Atsu for leaking your DMs. Hello, YouTube. My name is Bazookas, and I'm sick of covering Tectone. I actually took a week off of covering Tectone exclusively because of how sick of watching his videos and trying to find things to cover, which, let's be very clear, I could have very easily done. But I've tried to dial back my coverage because I don't want it to be overly tectonic on my YouTube. However, I was watching this video today just on the off chance that I was actually trying to be productive with my time, and I just could not resist. There are levels here, and Tectone continues to raise the bar as far as just sheer hypocrisy, ignorance, egotistical, narcissistic behavior. And listen, every time he's criticized, he says he does it on purpose. And every time all of these people, Moist Critical, are criticized, they say it's because the internet's reacting stupid or because they have a lizard brain and they're not smart enough to think about all of the repercussions. Like, it's always just some way to kind of wiggle their way out to not have responsibility. And this is not even about responsibility, this next clip that I'm going to show you. This is just about the sheer fucking hubris of someone like Tectone. To even say that his death threats are more impactful, are more serious than anybody else's death threats. It's the stupidest fucking shit I have ever heard in my entire life. And just watch and learn as you've obviously watched and learned in the past, because this shit does not end.
Invalidating others' opinion.
No, I'm not invalidating his opinion. I'm saying, man, to really give you a broad perspective, it's very interesting how much content creators think their life is hard when in reality all they do is play video games. All I'm saying is, what you think is a death threat is them saying, oh, you should kill yourself online. What I get that's a death threat is people coming to my house, taking a photo of my front door and say, if you play Genshin, we will kill you. Right?
Yeah, and that's the example. One of the examples, right? Just to have to like one-upmanship somebody else's death threat. I don't know how someone like Tectone continues to have a platform that he does by being as toxic as he is, other than to say that the people that watch him, the people that are currently the viewership of Asmongold, Moist Critical, Tectone, are probably some of the most indoctrinated people in the entire world. And there's a large portion of those people now, in excess of probably 10 to 20 million. The people who watch all these different content creators, they're all brainwashed. And listen, to be honest, there's 7 billion people in the world. There's plenty of people for marketing, advertisers to go after and to continue to suggest to our, people of a certain market. But these people are potentially young too. These people are impressionable, manipulatable. And yet again, this is the kind of toxicity that's going to continue to permeate. One-upmanship on death threats. As I'm speaking right now, my mind can't process what I have to say in order to make this video. I just have to keep on repeating myself. Let's continue on. Let's see what else he says during this video and how stupid it can possibly go.
By putting himself in a classic narcissist, guys. Classic narcissist. Yep. Oh yeah, what he did was nothing. Back in my days,
Hey. To be honest, back in my day, these Neo Genshin cucks, when I had to deal with the Neo Genshin community, oh man, these boys wouldn't last a day in my fucking shoes. They're weak. The world just don't make strong men anymore. They're all fucking weak.
I think all people did have a kill, but they dogs my house. They set my house on fire. It's nothing. It's nothing. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Shut the fuck up. Sit the fuck back down.
True. You
boy.
Yes, sir.
Boy.
Legit. Okay. I don't know about me saying boy. I don't know about me saying boy. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say boy, but yeah. Simmer down, boy. I will say, much to EO and Mai's credit, I do think there are people who hate EO because he's black. Absolutely. Just because I know there's also people who hate me because they're white.
Why is it always you, Tech? It's always him.
Yeah, it just continues to be him, making it about race, and obviously having criticism of people talking about race in his white entitlement. You know, it's convenient for him to say that. Obviously, we know racism exists. So why he had to spell that out for that specific argument or issue with IO as a justification as to why he's getting hate. Not because the community has bullied him, IO. Not because Tectone's community or Mr. Pokey's community or Box's community or whoever else's community that's in this organization has all collated to attack him, and all the chats of all these people go there and attack him as well. That's not the reason. No, it's because he's black. Right. Obviously deflecting again. Always making fucking other excuses.
Yeah.
So let me explain to you why. Mr. Pokey. So what this is that when I'm going to attempt to establish relatability and understanding for the current situation, when I'm talking to my audience, the people who know my journey, right? It's smart for a content creator to be able to mirror the scenario so that way people can easily understand, oh yeah, I remember when this happened to Tech. So this is what EO's going through. I understand, right?
Yeah, that's one tactic. The other tactic is to continuously get sympathy for your particular issue and constantly bring it up as a way to make an excuse for your behavior to deflect. Like, I don't know why I have to be so repetitive. I mean, I do, because you are continuously parroting the same problems over and over again. And then when you're put into a corner, you say things like, it's because EO is black.
So it's not that I always bring it back to me. You know, if it was me and you talking in real life, the conversation wouldn't.
Wow. Just shut the fuck up. Of course it is. Of course it would be.
A bunch of people, which they're my community, so I would assume they know what I've been through. They've seen the bullshit, right? Because a lot of people in my chat are 4-year followers, 3-year followers. They understand one scenario. I let them know how it mirrors in their scenario. That way they can understand the situation a little bit easier. Hopefully that makes sense. You play the victim a lot. Okay, so this is a great comment, and I love talking about this. All right, I want to ask you a genuine question. What scenario did I play the victim in versus what scenario was I a victim in? And I would love to know if...
Okay, you played the victim during the Atsu drama 3 years ago when you blamed Atsu for leaking your DMs because you exposed yourself or exposed your personal information. You played the victim then. That's one of the greatest scenarios because that's the one that you get the most sympathy for. That I know you played the victim. You were not the victim. You made yourself a victim by saying Atsu was your aggressor or predator or whatever the attacker. You played the victim, Tectone. And you've been playing that card for a very long time. And that card got you into Good Graces of Asmongold, which then had Atsu on his channel. And then he criticized Atsu for basically doing favors within the community and having a list of people that he approves. Okay? And then a month ago or 2 months ago, when you're playing Withering Waves, you had a tournament where you picked the people that you wanted to be part of that, who got sponsored by potentially Kuro Games as much as Atsu did. That's the reality of the situation that we live in. You create whatever narrative is beneficial to you. You have done this time and time again, and you also play the victim within that own same narrative. And it's been very successful. But you're living a lie. And I really do wonder, what other lies are you living?
You can explain the difference in a scenario where I pretended to be the victim versus a scenario where I was a victim. And I would just like 2 examples, right? So I'll go ahead.
For the record, I'm not allowed to talk to Tectone because if this was me, I could give him 2 examples. He wouldn't accept those examples even if I gave it to them, period. I mean, it's a weird fucking shit to take a second. Like, this whole thing, putting people on chat, is not fair. It's not. It's actually only favorable to the content creator. They can create as many narratives as they want by somebody actually having to type things in. Exactly. They parried it. They parried it.
Oh, wait, fuck, what was his name? Wait, yo, what was his name? Fuck, what was that chatter's name?
And they can. And they're going to say, it's my channel, my platform. I can do whatever the fuck I want with it. Right? But it's parried in. It's already making it. They're already discrediting it as before it even begins. So annoying. I do not want to watch the rest of this to know exactly what happens. So we're not going to, because that music is so fucking annoying coming from his voice specifically. And this is going to play on, right? He's basically saying, you don't have a point, blah, 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 blah. But I've already answered the point, okay? He's now one-upping people for death threats. And he's now suggesting that, you know, his victimization is always real, always authentic, when I just provided one example where it wasn't. And there's no way he can ever counter that, in my opinion, based on everything I know about the Atsu drama and what he chose to do, which was his choice, ultimately. He leaked his own DMs. I can't say it, but it's implied on purpose. My name is Flizuka. If you like this content, like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.